you could join us today. I'm Teresa Goodnight. I'm the PAC TD Catalyst teacher.
I'm Lucy Bobie. I'm the LITD Magnet Coordinator.
And we also have on today our assistant principal, Miss Graham.
Hey, I'm LaShondra Graham. I'm the assistant principal here at Charles H. Parker.
Just a few navigation things from this first slide. Please check out our LITD website. That gives more information about some of our things that are going on in the LITD program. And then if you'd like access to these slides, there are a few live links that you can access as you go. So, here we go.
I'm just admitting people as they come on.
Perfect. Okay.
So, yep, go ahead. Fine.
So our open house norms today, if you wouldn't mind just keeping your microphone muted to reduce background noise, and use the chat to make comments and ask questions and share your thoughts as you go, especially if it's for the good of the cause. And then we'll answer questions about individual students and situations at the end. Today, we're going to share some introductions. We'll share about our school, about the LITD Magnet program, and how the program themes are applied at PAC, and some school choice lottery information.
I'm Lucy Bobie. I primarily serve 3rd through 5th grades here. This is my 16th year here at Parker Academic Center. I have a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old myself. I'm a proud ECU pirate, so these are just some things about me here.
And I'm Teresa Goodnight. I am one of the unicorns that are born and raised in Charlotte. You can see my hooligans here. Sam is 8 and Acadia is 11, and Chance is a lot cuter than he actually is. He's cuter. He looks cuter than he is. Miss Range is not able to join us today, but she would say that she's the very proud principal of Parker Academic Center. She's been here for 12 years, and we are very proud that she was the 2020 Principal of the Year, which was very, very much well-deserved. And she has a high school senior this year who was in kindergarten when I met him. Time goes so fast.
Hi, I'm LaShondra Graham. I've been at PAC for 9 years. I was born and raised in Georgia. I've been in Charlotte for 9 years. I have a 3-year-old. His name is Jackson. He's very active. My husband, we've been married for 9 years, for 8 years, almost 9. And I have a picture up here of my grandma Sarah, who's my heart. She's 87 years old, and we're all Georgia Bulldogs except for my husband. He went to Clemson, unfortunately.
And I hope you notice the number of years that we have all been here. That is not uncommon. At our school, we have a great retention rate for our teachers, which is very rare in the current educational climate. And we have lots of teachers that are really happy and have been here for a really long time. And that's absolutely 100% based on our fantastic administration. So this is one of our favorite videos to share with families. Several years ago, in 2020, our school name was officially changed to Parker Academic Center, and you'll learn a little bit more about that in this video. I hope I don't have to do anything to make sure you can hear it. I haven't done this yet.
Share sound.
Can you hear it?
I cannot hear it, no.
Hold on. We haven't done this part yet. Any guesses?
I'm looking it up I'm Googling it.
Oops. We can skip this part and come back.
Click the box for share system audio. You click share screen.
I did that.
And then click the box. I don't know which box for share system audio. Click on the image of your screen.
I got it.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. We are learning as we go. Okay, let's try again.
I'm going to school here because we have a great principal. They are nice teachers.
Well, the teachers here are amazing. It's always so much fun here.
Best thing of the school is that you learn a lot.
This is a good school because it has both worlds in it. There's nobody racist or biased, so it's really a great environment.
We love this school.
When I grow up, I want to be a lawyer. I either want to be a YouTuber or a marine biologist. I want to be an astrophysicist. I want to be a opera singer. I want to join the military. I want to be a teacher. We changed the name because the man who had sold the property was racist. The whole school decided we should change the name to someone who has impacted Charlotte. Charles A. Parker Beer Parker Heights. It's someone who has stood up for justice, didn't succumb to the bad things of those times, and actually did something great. We have a lot of diversity in our school. Everybody can go to our school. It doesn't matter if you're black, you're white, your hair is curly, your hair is straight. It doesn't matter. It's cool because everybody is not the same thing. I'm proud of that. We are Charles H. Parker Academic Center. Charles H. Parker Academic Center. Charles H. Parker Academic Center. And this is our news story. This is our news story. This is our news story.
I love it. I don't think I'll ever get tired of that one.
Too. It's awesome.
Come on. There we go. All right, so just a few nuts and bolts about our school. Our school hours are 9:15 to 4:15. Students can arrive at school between 8:45 and 9:15. We have approximately 480 students total, and about half of the students come to us through the LITD magnet program through the School Choice Lottery. We're a partial magnet school for the blue and green transportation zones. That's not to say that you can't get a spot if you don't live in those zones, but you're more likely to get a spot if you live in one of those zones. We have 2 learning immersion classes per grade level for kindergarten, first and second, and 2 talent development or TD classes on each grade level for third, fourth, and fifth. And we'll get into more about what those titles mean. You can see a hallway here on your right. We love to incorporate movement. The B3 program, which is part of CMS, goes into schools and not only installs these B3 pathways, but also teaches teachers how to incorporate movement into learning and make learning fun with movement. We're very aware of the needs of students to move throughout the day and give students opportunities to move around the room and have flexible seating, but using strategies like this to help students. Our average class sizes are on the bottom left. You can see these are well below the North Carolina state mandates. We like to keep our class sizes as small as possible. And at the top, you can see our special area classes. Those are on a 5-day rotation. So every Monday would be the same special. A lot of people always ask, do we have a foreign language? And we do not at this time for specials. We do offer a Spanish elective, and we'll get into that more later on also. But these are our 5 special area classes. So students go to 1 each day. You're muted, Lucy.
I had to blow my nose, so I muted myself, and then I forgot to unmute myself. So the culture of care here at our school filters down from our administration. We have a full-time counselor with experience with students with gifted needs. We have a full-time social worker. We have supportive and really collaborative classroom communities. If you come in our classrooms in the mornings, you'll see our kids gathered in a circle on the carpet, engaging in conversation together, trying to figure out what's going on with their peers, having exposure to different social emotional learning opportunities in an organic way. We have a really positive climate here created by many different things. We recognize our students constantly for going above and beyond our school expectations. As you can see from this slide, we are not scared to embrace the B theme. Our school expectations are be safe, be helpful, be respectful, be successful. When our students go above and beyond those, they receive something called B-Bucks, and those can be given out by any staff member, and then they take part of it home, so you can be part of that as well. Then they can go shopping at the Bee Buck Buggy, and that's staffed by our school counselor. We also have the Bee Bunch Brunch, where kids are recognized for good behavior, for making good choices. We have Student of the Week. We have something called positive offers referrals. So students may be called into Miss Graham's office, and you might receive a phone call from her wondering, oh gosh, what's going on? But it's for a good reason. Just all ways that all of our staff is all in and embracing the positive climate at our school.
So something that we are very proud about, Ms. Bobby and I worked on a year-long certification process through the Magnet Schools of America. We are one of 280 schools nationwide to have this designation. So we worked to show that we demonstrated the 5 pillars of magnet schools, the 5 pillars of the MSA magnet schools of diversity, innovative curriculum and professional development, academic excellence, leadership, and family and community partnerships. This is a 4-year certification, and we are very proud to demonstrate these traits for our students.
These are some of the ways that we have been able to recognize our students for their accomplishments. We're always looking for different ways to nurture what they're passionate about. Some kids are passionate about chess. Some it might be math. So they get to know their peers in different ways. They get to be recognized for their accomplishments. We have Battle of the Books going on right now. So kids are really enthusiastic about reading. We have Odyssey of the Mind. We have chess. You can see here there's a picture of the girls in the middle. They won first place at the World Odyssey of the Mind competition. So we have a lot of accomplishments that we're really proud of, and we're constantly adding to the list.
So as we get more into the nitty gritty of the Learning Immersion and Talent Development Program, there's some really unique aspects. The first is that we have a very specialized gifted staff. Not only do we have myself as a TD teacher, but we also have the additional position of the LITD Magnet Coordinator. Miss Bobby functions most as a teacher, an additional teaching academic support. She works, so her and I together work with classroom teachers on a weekly basis to plan. We're pushing into classrooms, so providing that additional rigor, high expectations, going deeper. So a lot of support for our teachers and our students, and a high percentage of our staff have gifted certification, which is a graduate certificate where teachers have committed to learning more about gifted traits and gifted resources and strategies and how to apply them for students best. We also have very specialized teaching resources. So we have research-based gifted resources that are provided for teachers for our school through the Advanced Studies Office, and teachers receive specialized training and are knowledgeable about those strategies and supports. We are able to use an adjusted pacing and compacted curriculum, which means that we do follow the CMS curriculum guides, but we are able to move quickly through the standards if students are understanding the content, move quickly through those standards, and then add additional depth, complexity, rigor, acceleration, and enrichment beyond the standards. We always have an emphasis on critical and creative thinking. We're not doing rote memorization or question and answer rapid fire. We're looking at helping students develop strong thinking skills with depth and complexity. And finally, we have exceptional support for our gifted students and for their teachers. We do ongoing professional development within our school. We have access to additional professional development from the Advanced Studies Office. Miss Bobby and I provide weekly collaborative planning sessions with grade level teams. So not only are we meeting with LI or TD teachers, but we're also enriching all classes in our building. And we also have consistent support from the Advanced Studies Office and the CMS Magnet departments. We had a visit from them this week where we were collaborating about how the use of thinking maps and adding additional ideas and working to make that a stronger part of our school. So lots of support and lots of expertise here for gifted students.
So Ms. Goodnight just gave us a general overview of all that's entailed within the LITD magnet program. If you're wondering which magnet program would be best for my child, there's, 37 options or something like that. We're really fortunate to live in an area where there are so many options. Just think about these things and maybe why our school would be the right fit for your child. Is your child someone who's really ready for a challenge? They're really excited about learning. They're eager to learn more. They're constantly asking questions. They're curious about the world around them. They're motivated and excited. They like to be around like-minded peers. That you've seen critical and creative thinking in a variety of ways already. This might be the right fit. So those are challenges that we would like to tell you about how we tackle here at our school. So within the K2 Learning Immersion program and then the 3rd through 5th Talent Development program, we have some things in common and we have some things that are a little bit different. So we're actually using a thinking map in action right here. This is called a double bubble. You're probably familiar with the Venn diagram. This is just a different way to organize your thinking. Within the K2 Learning Immersion, the LI that we've referred to, and the 3-5 TD or Talent Development Program, we both offer collaborative planning with our teams, with our grade level teams. We both have gifted certified teachers. They go beyond what we were saying about what's mandated through CMS. We can provide enrichment. We can modify what is taught and get to know what our kids are passionate about. You will enter both programs through the Magnet Lottery, and we'll talk a little bit more about the difference there as we continue on with the School Choice Lottery. But just to give you a general overview with that, kindergarten, first and second grade, there's no criteria in order to enter through the lottery. However, third, fourth, and fifth graders do have the criteria of gifted certification in order to enter the Magnet Lottery for our school. And we will provide more information about that, but I'm happy to answer other questions that pertain to that. We both offer much support in order to meet the diverse needs of our gifted learners, not only the academic needs, but the social emotional needs as well. There are, in the K2 Learning Immersion classes, we have 2 per grade level. So 2 LI classes in kindergarten, 2 in first grade, 2 in second grade. The kindergarten through second grade learning immersion program, we're really proud that we offer a nurturing environment. We have kids who are really eager to learn. They're very bright. They're building advanced thinking skills. We offer something called Yet You, and we were going to add a slide. I don't think we did yet. Is there anything you want to add about Yet You?
So it's a program that is built by the Advanced Studies Department. So we took resources. It's called a PETS, PETS resource, and applied it to nurture the needs of all first graders in our building. So every first grader that's at our school participates in Yet You this year. It's critical and creative thinking. It teaches 6 different thinking skills. I've just finished the first set of lessons with a character, Dudley the detective, that teaches students to look for clues to find the one and only right answer. And it's incredible to see them work through puzzles and develop that critical thinking. And it's been really impactful to me to see how all students can participate in this program. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite things that I do with first graders.
Awesome. So that's a little bit more in a nutshell about the differences with the K-2 LI or Learning Immersion program. Continuing on with the 3rd through 5th grade talent development program, we also have two TD classes per grade level. So 2 3rd grade, 2 4th grade, 2 5th grade. Our instruction is centered around big ideas. We have concepts and themes, we have generalizations. So we go beyond what is mandated and get into a lot of really cool stuff that the kids are really excited about. The Horizons program is very unique. We're the only elementary school in all of CMS that offers the Horizons in our building. This is a separate application. If you're interested in this, I'm happy to give you some more detailed information. I'm just going to give a general overview here. So the Horizons program is different than TD or in the LI classes. It's application based. It's for highly gifted students working at a minimum of 2 grade levels above in all subject areas. There is a criteria that in order to apply, students must have consistent academic data in both math and reading at the 98th and 99th percentile. So a good thing to be in order to consider the Horizons program and if it might be what your child needs is to talk with your teacher first. Talk to the TD teacher at your school, talk with one of us, and we can talk you through that process a little bit more. It's very unique. The instruction is accelerated. It's personalized according to what each child needs, both social, emotional, and academic as well. So they start here for K through 5 here at Charles H. Parker. It continues on at Randolph. There is a program at East Mecklenburg, but most kids opt to go to their home school at that point, or we have a large number that are actually at the School of Science and Math. I taught in the Horizons program for 11 years prior to moving to this position, so I have a lot of information if anybody has further questions about that. We are right in the middle of, well, towards the end of the window. So we do need to move kind of quickly. If you are interested in this, the window is open through the 13th of December for the Horizons program. And then there's more information about the application process, all of the testing, everything that's entailed there using that bit.ly.
All right. So hopefully that makes sense what our LI and TD magnet program looks like. But here are our four the four magnet themes for all LITD schools. They look a little bit different at every LITD schools. At every LITD school, but this is what they look like here at Parker.
So last year, going along with the 4Es that we were talking about, we decided to gather all of our kids, well, some of our kids, from the 6 LITD magnet schools throughout CMS. We engaged in empowering them through a Socratic Smackdown, which is basically they read a junior great book short story and they participated in a seminar. And I'll show you some more on the picture next that'll make a little bit more sense. They engaged in hands-on equations competition. They were enriched with a trivia battle. They explored their strengths with a PBL. So this was all about uniting um, kids from the 6 schools. We have a strong relationship with the TD teachers and magnet coordinators from the other schools, but this is just a way to engage the kids as well. And there's some pictures on the next slide. You can see the trivia there with the Jeopardy board. The Socratic Smackdown, so the kids in the center, they were answering questions that we already had access to prior to this event. They answered questions, and then the kids around them were giving out points based on their responses. So that's called the Socratic Smackdown. It's a really engaging way of going deeper with the text. We have the hands-on equations there, bringing algebra to life. We have the STEM challenge on the side. So they were given a set number of materials and they had to construct something in a specific amount of time. And then you can see just the fellowship there on the left side, just gathering together the camaraderie that we were able to bring together when these 6 schools, we got some of those kids together for the 4Es exhibition. Enriching our students. So we love to enrich learning experiences, bringing innovation, creativity, some of that you saw with the 4Es exhibition, we do at the school level every single day. So they're engaging in problem solving. If you continue on here, we've got some more pictures to show enriching. One way that we do this also is through extracurricular activities that we're able to offer. this is not an exhaustive list, but this is some of what's going on in our school. Most of these are third through fifth grade. However, some are available for kindergarten through second grade, such as chess. That's available for the younger ones. We've got soccer and Odyssey of the Mind, but just finding what they're passionate about and enriching in that way. You can just see some more in action here. So leadership, service going on with the National Elementary Honor Society. They made 200 sandwiches to donate to the men's shelter. That was all student driven. So service learning in action. We had Mathapalooza where they were engaging in math problem solving in fun, innovative ways. We had Odyssey of the Mind going on there, Science Olympiad. So that's just a taste of what's going on all the time here.
So the next E is engage. We engage all students with meaningful, authentic, collaborative experiences that foster a love for learning and academic, social, and emotional growth. We love to celebrate our students. This was one of our EOG parade, I believe last year. Students get authentic opportunities to present their learning to their peers. You can see the festivities of the PAC TV, which is our student-led news show that airs every day. There's different roles that students take on, both in front of the camera and behind the scenes. And things like the spelling bee, where students from every class are invited to participate. There's some more ways to engage with learning. The fourth grade team did not just writing poetry, they did a poetry slam where students got to present their poems to an audience in a poetry slam style. We learned about HBCUs, historically Black colleges and universities, with visitors that came to tell us more about the different colleges. We have the ASC provides regular arts programming. This was the dancing drum. I love this picture with the bottles that the bottle rockets they made. And this was a great project last year to learn about Black History Month, where students made bottle dolls of different people from history. What was I gonna say? I had something I wanted to add and I can't remember.
Okay. I think that
It's
was
okay.
great.
I'll come back to if I think of it all, I'll come back.
Yeah.
One of the things that you've seen already in our presentation today is the use of thinking maps. This is a common initiative across all 6 LITD schools, but it is a common visual language for learning that encourages critical and creative thinking. So you can see there are 8 maps. Each of these represent a different thinking skill. So these are tools that can be used with any topic, with any grade level. We have students as young as kindergarten. Yesterday, I made a tree map of weather words with kindergarten. So it's an incredible tool. Our goal this year is to work on using multiple maps with this same concept. So using like this is a bubble map where they brainstorm as many things as they could, and then using the different aspects that they brainstormed and put it into a tree map. The other thing that we're working on this year is teaching students to write off of these maps so that they can organize their thinking and then present it in a logical and detailed way with support from the text that they're reading and support with the things that they're learning about. There's endless ways that these can be applied, as you can see, even into math, lots of different ways that they can be applied.
So thinking maps is something that we also use to empower our students. We have rigorous curriculum, higher level instruction. We're using best practices in gifted education. You can see we use Jacob's ladders, and those are used at a variety. We have them available for K through 5. We have junior grade books, which are great to use. We have those for the little ones all the way up too. We've got a Paideia seminar going on in the middle there, which I was talking about with the Socratic Smackdown. So that's the similar practice there. If we continue on to the next slide, I think there's some more different instructional strategies that we utilize here that are a little bit different than you might typically see. So we're big on problem-based learning and project-based learning as well. Paideia Seminar, which you saw on the last thing, we're able to go deeper in the text and the students are really engaged and excited. They have learning contracts based on their academic needs. We integrate projects with thematic units, what's going on with the curriculum and beyond, and what's going on in the world as well. I think that's really important. Community partnerships, we have a variety of partners coming into our school. We have playlists and pathways. We're able to compact our curriculum, which we hit on a little bit earlier. We have debate. The kids get really excited about some competition. We have philosophical chairs, all kinds of great stuff. You can see some things in action here. They were bringing Peter Pan to life, just going beyond just reading Peter Pan. They were able to act it out. You can see a lot of group work here, a lot of different things. We're also an AVID school. So what that means, pretty much the gist of it is we're preparing our students for what steps come after school. And that might look different for different kids. We're trying to help them with organization, creating a foundation for strong study habits, things that they're going to use as they continue through school and afterwards as well.
Our next E is explore. We love to explore all students' interests, gifts, and talents through the LITD enrichment electives and learning experiences both inside and outside of the classroom. Our enrichment electives are some of the best things that we do. Here you can see our Build a Lego City elective and then our Harry Potter elective playing Quidditch. Our enrichment electives happen twice a year, once in the fall, once in the spring. This year it's feeling a little bit more like winter. Our next session is going to start in mid-February. We're just finishing, we'll finish our fall session next week. But these are interest-based electives. I really love that teachers get to choose what they teach. So we have a giant list of options for teachers of electives that are already built and ready to go. Teachers can choose what they do, but they also get to personalize it. And some teachers even choose to write their own. Yesterday, I invited myself onto a field trip for one of our electives where they were visiting the Humane Society of Charlotte. I said, absolutely, I would like to go. I will be happy to join you for that. So just giving students opportunities to learn new things with different groups of kids. One of the things that I'm most proud of this year is that Ms. Bobby and I have invited community partnerships with this in a more intentional way. So 3 of our electives this year are being taught by parents, by staff, not staff members. So parents with expertise in different areas. I don't know if it's on here. Oh, Seize the Clay is one. Young Inventors is another. We had a teacher that said, I want to teach an American Sign Language elective because one of my students is learning signs. We had another, the animal advocacy one is one that a staff member wrote. Harry Potter was written by a staff member. So lots of opportunities for teachers to pursue things they're interested in, but also for the community to come in and share their expertise and talents. The Charlotte Chess Center has provided instruction before also. So lots of different very cool things. These are only through 3rd through 5th grade right now. And we are looking to how we can expand this into our lower grades, but right now it's just 3rd through 5th. Every year we add new topics based on student and teacher interests. This is the Charlotte Chess Center instructor giving instructions, Quidditch with Harry Potter, Chefs in the Making. They always come out with yummy snacks. Several years ago, Miss Thompson created a jump rope elective, Build a Lego City. They put their buildings together to make a city, some mindfulness with yoga. Lots of really cool opportunities for students. All right. Another thing that's really impressive about our students is their compassion, their vision of the world, and how they can impact it. So our students have organized canned food drives around the holidays. Students organized a pet supply drive. These are our student ambassadors who, if you get to come on a tour, they will lead you, get to talk to you about their experiences here and share their experiences. This is a picture of buddy classes. So an older grade class adopts a younger grade class and they do different activities together so that older students get a chance to mentor those younger students. There's lots of other opportunities. Like I explained earlier, the PAC TV, students run that completely. Buddy classes, Girls on the Run, Let Me Run, Therapy Dogs, lots of cool opportunities for students to take ownership of their vision of the world.
Speaking of student ambassadors, if you would like a tour, next Thursday would be the time for that. But I'll talk a little bit about the end of that next Thursday. So a little bit about gifted identification. We hit on this when we had the thinking map that told you a little bit more about the criteria for entering in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. As I mentioned, that is criteria that they are formally identified as gifted. If they are new to CMS, if they're in need of testing, we have the name and the contact information that you would need to find and follow up with. And if you need help with that, just let me know as well. But Ken Hiroshige can help you with that. Oh, we have one person in the lobby right there. Uh, at the 2nd grade level, all throughout CMS, all 2nd graders go through the universal screening process for gifted identification. It's not just a one and done. It's not just one test. We do administer the COGAT for all 2nd graders, but it's a comprehensive process. So we look at a lot of different things in order to give gifted identification. We use formal and informal assessment opportunities in order to make those identifications. I think we've covered that. You do need a PIN. Okay, that's not there. Yes, but all students must be
That's later.
future enrolled there. Okay, all right, we're good.
Here's where the PIN number comes in. So just a few dates to be aware of. We are in the middle of the lottery application period here. The applications, the window closes, the application or the lottery application period closes on December 29th at 10 p.m. We have heard some feedback that the lottery is only open for certain hours of the day. So it does close every night at 10, so the system can reboot. So just be aware of that. If you're trying after 10, it won't work. The process will be finalized in early January, and by mid-January, you should receive notification letters. If you have your child's student ID number, if you email us with their name and student ID number, we can give you their PIN number for you to apply. There is a lot of information on cmschoice.org with that link and that QR code, all the information about the lottery, everything you need there. And if you have a younger child that you'd like to join the older sibling, there is a younger child sibling guarantee. So as long as the older student is in, gets a spot, our older student has a spot, the younger sibling can also is guaranteed a spot. You enroll your child in CMS, make sure that your address matches on their applications, and you apply for the school choice and select the same school. There's a sibling guarantee. There's all the information you need here. That's a live link right there. So that was a lot from us, and oh boy. Let us know what questions you have, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you have.
Do you want to put up the email address one?
Sure.
Just so they have it in the background.
Yep.
And I could add that other bit.ly in the chat too if they want to refer back to the slides. I can do that real quick.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Yeah, the report card grades are a way to compare schools. It's not my favorite, as you alluded to. I think mostly what I see in my personal experience is that schools in very wealthy areas have really great report card grades. because their students come in really high. We can speak to the fact that we consistently grow our students, especially our gifted students. We have a consistent growth for our gifted students. We do have a unique school makeup in that, as I said, half of our students come in through the school lottery, and then about half of our students come in through the surrounding neighborhood. So there's definitely some that's the reason that we're a Title I school. It gives us some extra resources to
Yes.
serve those students, which is a great benefit. And but it does come with some differing needs among our students. So we do our best to assess where students are and work towards growth for all students. So no matter where a student comes in, we're looking to grow those students based on what they need. Anything to add, Ms. Bovee or Ms. Graham?
We are fortunate that we have that funding, and we have a lot of assistants that are able to offer small group instruction. So analyzing data, meeting the needs of those kids who might need some remediation or other enrichment. So I think that's another strength going along with that. And I think the diversity is one of the best parts of our school, for sure.
Hi, this is Sandy. I have a question. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, go
Yes.
ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I have received an email recently from Lisa Pagano. I think she is CMS TD director, saying your child
Yes.
has recently been identified as AIG through our district screening process. I was wondering, my daughter is going to go to third grade now. She is second grader. She has completed COGAT recently. So if I first question is, do I have to apply for a lottery? If she gets into the lottery, which class she's gonna go into?
You said she already took the COGAT at her current school, right? And she's already been identified as gifted?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I have received email like, AIG through our district screening process.
Right. So she would need to apply for the lottery in order to, you're trying to come to our school, she would need to apply for the lottery. You would be eligible based on the criteria that she is certified as gifted.
So if we get into the lottery, which classroom she's gonna go? She's gonna go to TD classroom or normal classroom? Magnet
Yes.
program.
Right. She would in the magnet program, and if she's certified as TD or AIG, yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So when I see this horizon related stuff, it says like 98 to 99 percentile. Is that a map scoring or what scoring it is?
We look at a variety of assessments, but MAP and EOGs, depending on their grade level. Since your child is younger, they might look at some other data as well. And in talking with her current teacher, to see if just consistently she's going at a minimum of 2 grade levels above in all subject areas is really key. But yes, for that criteria now of the 98th to 99th percentile with achievement using MAP, EOG, that kind of data.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Once sorry, I have so many questions.
No,
Once
that's
the
good.
teacher says she has been like eligible for Horizon, if I apply into Horizon, still that process goes through lottery or they can just get into Horizon?
No, that's a separate process. We would encourage you to apply for both. If she goes through Horizons, that process does take a while, even if you started it right now, because that deadline is the 13th. So if you wanted to start the Horizons process, that would need to be soon. But I would encourage you to apply for the lottery as well.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate your patience.
Oh yeah, that's why we're here. We're glad to have to answer your questions. And Miss Goodnight mentioned in the chat, we do have an in-person open house next week. If you're interested in a tour, that would be a great time to come in. It's just kind of nice to see the building in action.
I will say that our presentation is exactly the same. So
Right.
if you would like to just come for the tour part, if you come about 10:45, we'll be
Yes.
just getting ready to start the tour, and that would
It's a
be
great idea.
perfectly acceptable. You can bring your child if you would like for them to see it or get a feel for it, or you can just come by yourself. But that's definitely email us if you need more details.
We do plan to offer more more tours rather, later on in the year. I know the lottery deadline is really early this year, but you would have an opportunity to come later. I know this is kind of a crazy time of year. All right. Well, you have our contact information here. Anytime you think of something, sometimes you don't think of a question until after the fact. I know that happens to us. Feel free to reach out anytime if there's anything we can do to help you. You're most welcome. It's really nice to see you. I know this is a crazy time of year. We appreciate you coming, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
Thank you so much. We enjoyed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then there were 3.
Do you want me to stop it?